everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things, Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. See, I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. Uya matinyina. Uya matinyina. Uya matinyina. Oh, uya matinyina. Yeah, so uya. Uya matinyina. Uya matinyina. Yeah. Uya matinyina. Uya matinyina. Say, I call you Jireh, say. I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are my everything. Yeah. Are you ready, everybody? All right, listen. William Miguel, come here. 1, 2, 3. I can breathe without you, say. I can breathe without you. I can move without you, Lord. I can move without you. Hey, who am I without you? Who am I without you? Say, I can live without you, yeah. I can live without you. I can breathe without you, Lord. I can breathe without you. I can move without you, yeah. I can move without you. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Hey, we are my thing now. So, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, oh,
Ye fema ye wo London. Ya ji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mranse mu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die, yen solicitors e de nijie e ne twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penin pa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi ti se child care eye abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twuma mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen childcare any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe nia ya wo bremo. Enu nti ne yetu ye mboase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Eyobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu na osanso ye member na kire se eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimony.
Lawyer Eunice, good morning.
Good morning, Auntie Irene. Patron, what to say?
I'm Yami dia chain. Now so eh.
Nyamia domo. We hope it's a
Yeah, that iradia say afishia panso.
Oh, I think comment saying.
Nensaye
Oh, ampa.
Yo, any anape ya late entino. Main peseme fine money pm. Near all my update be last week bepe my nay what the be my na your education ashisheso.
Okay. Into me, my year for nay and viewers na a very good morning. We hope it's a morning now. Saying Auntie Irene Kankai no official part. Right December month, a happy new month. And the fact say. We're looking forward to Christmas. Yeah, vampire say, yeah, maybe boy home buying now. It's to me era. I feel with more of His grace and more of His protection. In see me my money now for shapa. Saying Auntie Irene can so every week we updates and of course apart from updates so now share your main topic for the day. In regards to your updates, I know that last week Lawyer Richard Bobon maybe so in regards to your EA applications and especially in regards to Nkofwa Omo Aba after the 1st of January 2021 into so your EA Nina Opese Obetna Krumha. Unfortunately, there isn't any law that will allow free movement to say first no namobano into of course say oye ni and answer oye busi ni afsana obeba UK Chrome had there na so application for either a skilled worker visa or student visa into say oba na ye visa or say oba visits ne there at least 6 months ye be mao aba. But so over now I say, oh, me person me betina UK Chrome ha. Unfortunately, no, a quine no any hobby on say over to me, I betina a Chrome ha send your first no it's here. Into from the 1st of January 2021, say we EU ni and I said EU be saying now person betina Chrome ha dia. To say when your visa answer now betina ha. But so person over visit unquire dia and of course. As only evidence to show that Uber visits now assign with she come back. But in terms of EA nationals, I'm to Chrome her because sometimes when young Crawford almost friend me because of the fact that almost by her after the 1st of January, normal dreams say because of my EU for more person more better na Chrome her still now over to me EU settlement scheme applications. I'm very refused so because I want to make sure say now what to Chrome her before 31st December 11 p.m. Unfortunately, no, I want to me out pre-settled status and I say settled status maybe. Into say want to Chrome her EU now what to Chrome her over after 31st December 11 p.m. there. Unfortunately, no. On to me and EU settlement scheme applications maybe. She said wait to me actually was now what to Chrome her before 31st December of 11 p.m. In say no so ewo ho EU for no. Abribia you can say unima and there say will be because of course say brand new na won't say then of course say will be so be only na or to me church na at least unim dia or be afa ho. And then of course in regards to in confirm we applications from within the UK abribia said application ever UK Chrome ha omobeka say so bon sa no is say biometrics. Of course it is one of the requirements to make a valid application and so one bon sa no almost say end or application in valid. but of course you say during corona time normal
Lawyer Eunice, me pacho, say obe share one microphone no amayen.
Patrio.
Na one ma
Patrio
one
te
name so
meka.
kakra. Breaks one microphone.
Patrio to say I would say. And I won't say cry.
Yeah, come again.
Okay, into to say are you okay kakra na say still na.
Voice in for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, better. Thank you.
That's it. In regards to your applications, UK Chrome ha, I can say, oh, yeah, application, I say, Kobon Sano, because of course, can requirements no in regards to making a valid application. And so, your application, to your application fee, assign provider passports, and I say valid ID, assign so, Abon Sano. It is all part of making a valid application. And so, of course, yeah, valid application or not is also which is a workable sano. And usually, because baby in Monsano and post office to send your first no etieno because Bimudrin says still now be a post office or why is on Monsano. But most people who have now made applications and who say a sentence and a so Monsano. And a sentence non so almost and shada and home office sentence a sentence a home office for a deama company be a friend is superior stereo. Almost your company I can say they are acting as an outsourcing company home office no I can say more with biometrics na as a more with insano bono. Of course, say book your appointments now. Usually, over to £19.20 at the Akobo Nsano post office, but it is no longer the case. You will have to pay for that service because company Nankasano they are doing this as a third party. In see, Oman so in here fees now more JFree to be able to provide the service to you. Of course, you home office for no. If £19.20 say de kobo nsano dia and there so kobo nsano wo honum na say you free because £19.20 no can application fee na charge or no. But unfortunately it's not free. And of course one of the reports that have come out and say nkofo etuyaka for service no na say you free na to me money free dia and the recommendation is say more try as much as possible send your mobile to me I more than half of these appointments no as free as possible so that at least in more no will be able to have their biometrics done any name photo no so most of the time Nkrofo upload your documents. Omo kasa na omo upload your documents. Enye nkrofo no omo sa superior stereo no na uploading. Into say o ko ba onsa no etwa photo a. Adenti na say e cost a bia £125 and now say £70 because ensa noble and photo. Into of course these are some of the things that home office no so almost increase free appointments no but it's very rare so we free appointments to say what cost so and to so we free appointments be with baby and then also no dates now dates no is about 3 weeks in advance or 4 weeks in advance and so we free appointments be with baby and see this is one of the recommendations that they are looking into so hopefully no I'm hoping say very soon they will increase free appointments no for in regards to applications at UK Chrome ha. And then of course in regards to general leave applications when you say coronavirus no almost say sign another strain free South Africa. And also they are trying to make sure say Nkrofo are protecting themselves. During last year, the concessions by from Nkrofo are visitors into can say so we a visitor now wapa chrome ha na ujidi say because of restrictions ewo chrome and say ewo hanum untumi ensan wechi enko back a ubetumi ebisa for exceptional assurance omo ehun say because of this strain ABR there might be restrictions outside of the UK, and they've also advised people to take another booster, and a list of countries are almost ediaba say of course say opesa utu kwan so share list of countries that red list no so, and I say amber list no so, and I say a green list no so, because of course so utu kwan usually there's no issue, but so we'll sign with Chiaba back there, and the usual testing will take place. So we'll make sure say why you 2-day test and will 8 to 10-day test just to make sure that you are all clear and sana or sign a PBU. And see, we should keep on looking at these things, because of course with this new strain they are just looking at how to make sure say and spread it to say last year senior spread they are free in see they are making sure that these concessions, or should I say restrictions, are will help prevent should I say influx of people in the NHS hospitals and airports and also of course they want to make sure that things will go as smoothly as possible. So we'll look at the restrictions in place, and then in terms of your visitors and also so some person requested for exceptional assurance now, and also what I said over to me, I requested that we'll leave no airbe wood there, and then of course you can't travel to Chrome now with free now. You can continue to request for that exceptional assurance in regards to applications. So, answer Irene, this is just a brief of what's the updates in the year for the week. Now, so I your main topic and which is whether it is possible to apply for indefinite leave to remain, and what it is that we need to be looking at in terms of requirements. It is one of those applications say 1 year care for so who say me ready in regards to applications so then I met to me they actually say me meet requirements say of course a lot of the time in conform either parent route so and I say partner route so in regards to 2.5 year applications after a period of either 10 years and I say 5 years now it's almost so almost application for indefinite leave to remain, and what is it that they require in the indefinite leave to remain applications, they're saying, and it's specifically to do with the applicants under the 10-year route and as a 5-year route, either as a parent and as a partner route. Into breaking it down, not yet to me, I share their Brano F Kafa and also. Usually, in most cases, Obinim said we're trying to 10 years now, or indefinite leave to remain application. And I said, over 5-year route so now we try 5 years now, and the indefinite leave to remain applications. But a lot of the time, I've realized sometimes people don't understand, and I said, babies I say me 2.5, and I switch call another route so, and I sound back to 2.5. So 10 years no so still now made to me I application under the 10-year route na and now crampo say me 2.5 and a quine bemu, because of course now me sure say you made to me I application and I sign a year 2.5 new biomat a different date made to me assign I indefinite leave to remain application once the 10-year is up. all these questions, hopefully, you're able to me answer for yourself, because of course, when it comes to these applications, it's very difficult for Nkrofo to know when they are supposed to make their applications for indefinite leave to remain. So, what to say, Mrs. Tabaya, or yeah, no, under the parents' route, na, wait to me, and 2.5 na, copy, or say next year, now we 10 years, since the 10 years, no swan, or we indefinite leave to remain. Perfect. So breaks be any to say senya make I say obi I 2.5 na when to me and by the time of the expiry date into a kwambe muna or sign year 2.5 ni bima. Then of course so breaks be any there, you know, say oh yeah, will indefinite leave to remain application now to me meet the requirements now and no ever okay. It's in regards to your immigration rules, no. So you can say obi application for indefinite leave to remain. Let's say particularly Nepakrono awari obia or British ni and answer obia okra indefinite ewo krom ha. Si say omo de aka ho say oye EU ni na okra limited leave to remain there and so sa no say oyere and answer ukru application na. Then of course, omo to me, like I said, omo kunu and as omo yere ekra limited leave to remain under your EU settlement scheme. Instead, also say, oh yeah, qualified to make the application. And then of course, to me, like I said, of course, me kunu and as me yere no eti krom ha. Into there's a requirement say, kunu no and as we yere no must be here in the UK at the time of the application. And then of course, say over to me actually say valid leave into valid leave nature say we leave now we 2.5 now and we into what that so cry with 2.5 but we 10 years no so and answer 5 years no so into na we application for indefinite leave to remain. Particularly for Nkrofo more partner route no so because worry will be our British and also cry indefinite leave to remain and also cry limited leave to remain under the EU settlement scheme of course so oh yes application no all of the relationship requirements na leave to remain applications na no will still apply of course as so only signing power, and that's so genuine relationship mu, and that's so into subsisting, and of course the fact that kase signing panel ukuna say no so na of course some evidence of that into ABI or proof of address and say mudaso ewo. And then they want to see say English and I say life in the UK test no so why in the first no na say so we nationality that time no now where life in the UK test but now they brought it under indefinite leave to remain applications into so person indefinite leave to remain there and they say life in the UK and English language test at a level B1. Into levels near here, it's not just English language test, but English language test at a level B1. So ukra undergraduate degree and as a master's degree, and of course, so a degree I win our Chrome had there, and they over to me actually say me degree undergraduate and as a master's in say who here say me English language test no. Also, you have those who are under 18 and 65 and overs who are exempt. So we are under 18 and answer we are 65 and over there. And who here say over English language test and I say life in the UK test there, which is good for Sarah Crawford also. But if you are between the ages of 18 to 64, and of course, they say we are English language test, any life in the UK test. Into English language test, no, say you're medical, either say over here at a level B1, and answer with me, I say, or degree, ABA, of course, undergraduates and masters. But we have a degree outside of the UK, dear. And of course, it's a degree no, almost share wo and also sano na wode ama company be a friend actors. Actors no assessments in regards to degrees outside of the UK and whether those degrees meet level B1 and as required framework level na UK for no can no. Insist a degree outside the UK dear and so to me provided confirmation from actors for no to show say when your appropriate degree level no star level now which is a level B1. So of course applicants are all say wait to me meet English language requirements then of course you can go ahead and say that you are making this application. But also let's look at immigration status. So wait to me actually of course we meet valid leave to remain into we indefinite no now that's so leave to remain route no so person application no. And we are talking specifically now about the partner route no so into application no. Now of course we leave now was no. Was it a 5-year route and now say a 10-year route? Almost bisa say we leave now yedema no. To me actually said continuously no now to chrome her for that 5-year period and I said now to chrome her for that 10-year period there and they say usually for continuous period say your immigration rules now it means of course one thing that brings about a break overstaying into abia will leave no na say so now another 2.5 answer na will leave no ebewu but will leave no we abia for a period of time answer na will sign abeye wo application ebio but say to me actually say will leave no was second one and a third one and a fourth one no abia 14 days mu ena was sign second one and answer was sign third one and answer was sign fourth one into no sano under your paragraph 39 a share and say to me I explain it say there was a reasonable excuse and that's a reason they went to me and for application and within 14 days of it expiring there then of course say that will cover you but say 14 days nepa home na after na obey application there that period no amount to me enfan. So if it was before November 2016 there and then na 28 days into before no now they will give you a period of 28 days after we leave no I expire to be able to put in another application. But to see I did of course 14 days. So we pass our 14 days no now of course only in that there then they will call it a period of overstaying into it means that now we leave no end so. And now Crampo say let's say leave application on another route, completely different route into another route no because of course ABI want to me and your application in time and I'll call on a different route no that too can be counted as a period of overstaying because and also na yet parents route no so and as a partner route no so and I will leave no so into wakoye application on a different route went to me Anya will leave and I said Anya will stay no so and also could be counted as a period of overstaying. And then in regards to continuous residence no so say if for instance would the bonebi into because of the fact say ABI almost sentence for a period of let's say less than 12 months or now say 12 months or more into usually they would discount that period now or the call prison into let's say we'll call prison 6 months and no just say almost count it period na when you will leave till the point I would call prison. So of course 6 months now, then it means that 6 months no almost encounter towards for 5 years and as almost counter towards for 10 years indefinite leave application now you know. And so we would dream say a 10 years now so and answer 5 years now so in so but because we call prison for that 6 months period into almost a year from into that means that you'll be short of 6 months and it's just a or 6 months no as on sana to me so. And then of course in regards to that continuous period you know so usually no of course to me actually say continuous period you know not breaks be any say no there's no period of overstay and as won't call prison be and now crampo say you haven't been able to say you switched on a different route so into routes now that's on and one now that's one akopem for 5 years and as akopem for 10 years would they echo application no into no no so over to me actually almost say I'm part wo immigration status no now valid leave there has been no breaks into continuous residence no atwa so for that 60 month period and I said for that 120 month period 120 months no or share 10 years and at 60 months no so or share 5 years in total into so over to me actually more dear and dear and no sano na to me I'm indefinite leave to remain and then of course there's always a financial requirement and as a maintenance requirement. So about partner route no so there is no financial requirement say OJ 18,600 and I said bibisa in so indefinite na there's no financial requirement. The only requirement is the fact that so church wouldn't sign panel and that's so it was a genuine subsisting relationship and send my boss no or English and they would life in the UK test no so and also say no almost or level B1 in regards to your English and I say or degree on to me and who's that won't meet our required level no and I was so I get life in the UK test in regards to your immigration status almost or valid leave and so valid leave no so you bet to me who's that what was so 10-year route no so and I say what was so 5-year route no so say break abemudia and of course now mark I say because ABA went to me meet that continuous residence requirements ninety just say amount another 2.5 years which is 30 months of your leave and also say no almost recourse to public funds but say unya definite na unim say public funds not there you'll be eligible for it because when you settled status and I will say when you indefinite leave to remain ever chrome her. So yeah, sure even parents route no so it is also another requirement say so to make sure say who play that role in a colony life into you are playing an active role into unesa colony so parental relationship. You should also be able to show say of course why is our English language test either you meet that level B1 and I say degree to me HSA it is our required scale level now or which is the level B1 and now Crampo say why is our English language test no and I say what degree to me say who misses our English language requirements at level B1 also why your life in the UK and then in regards to financial and I say maintenance no they just want you to show that over to me I maintain it but even that crampo no so we are indefinite now there's no restrictions say to me any recourse to public funds because we'll be all indefinite and also will be all settled status no they are entitled to public funds into say we are indefinite now or person kakra you are entitled to take that as well in regards to meeting your immigration status as a parent no so say obetumi achre say wetumi meet that 60-month period which is the 5 years and I say wetumi atwa so sa on the 10-year route which is the 120-month period no then of course obetumi aye application no the only reason why abia untumi enye is basically because ABR or year application no either on the 10-year route or on the 5-year route no now we leave no and twice so and 5-year route no so and sometimes it can be that ABR also check or another route so and I say ABR or year application no way to me enya and so sometimes there may be say one submit valid application. Into the valid application saying make you know why your application wait to your fees no wait to me I or biometrics. First no yeah paper applications no who says if I want to your fees need na on my best catch or say I can't be £800 I saw the social into so just £800 within 10 days otherwise and share application no, because it's not a valid application. So when to me and within those 10 days now correct to say because when to me in this one break about will leave them because first of all more reject application say one year valid application in the first place and also say no bet to me ama break about will assist name and now crampus say on work I say why a fee waiver. Into most of the time, so any human rights application, either based on WOBA and also based on WO partner, you are entitled to make an application for fee waiver. Into why a fee waiver application, no, usually no, say a period of 10 days saying over to me a deal application no atum. Into within that period of 10 days no so na ese otumide application no etum and that is of course in reliance on the fact that we leave no edaso ho say ebia by the time omuma wo fee waiver no now we leave no ewu na untumi amfa wo application no so antum within the 10 days na and also betumi create that break in the period because of course there's ultimately just a continuous period of either being on the 5-year route and also being on the 10-year route. And then sometimes it could be, say, of course, one year or biometrics because biometrics is also another form of making a valid application. It's all these things that went to me and yeah, within the period of time now, which is usually 10 days now, that can also cause a break in or continuous residence. No? And of course, when it comes to making these applications, no, on per se, be how hard in regards to you getting your indefinite. And I think say a lot of the time, people don't seek advice and sana these applications because of course they want to make sure say but it's also good to know say there are certain requirements that have to be met. Senior, of course, not when we say, of course, me so my year, my 5-year route. Ebim so how modern say my year 2.5 no on the 10-year route, and I'm assigning year 2.5 on the 5-year route. Into my 5 years now so into I send to me me indefinite, but yes sanity. So when you first 2.5 no on the 10-year route, now we switch it call 5-year route for the second one now, and there's so we a third one on the 5-year route and sana. What time no ever soon over to me at the acquire indefinite. Into say we are 2.5 on the 10-year route. And no almost counted towards 5-year route no so. Just say why year total of 60 months and as a total of 5 years no on the 5-year route and sana over to me acquire indefinite leave to remain application. And now campus say maybe we are 2.5 on the 10-year route. And I will call 5-year route, and I will call another 2.5. third one no maybe I went to me enya 5-year route into na say osan switch go back to the 10-year route. And na fourth one no osan aye no na ebia wait to me meet requirements no for 5-year route into osan call 5-year route no so. In total no why 10 years, but you're not sure whether to make the application based on 5 years as a parent or 10 years as a parent. And no, then of course you can make the application under your paragraph 276B, where you can make an application for lawful residence. So with me at Snackroom for a period of 10 years there. And no, as long as it was continuous residence for that 10-year period, not with me at the application at home. Because they are looking specifically at the fact that with me actually say we meet your requirements under the 10-year route and I say either under your 5-year route. Instead, I say twice so on the 5-year route and I say twice so on the 10-year route. Instead, say switch it. Call 10-year routes and I'll sound back to 5-year routes. Now sound 10-year routes and now sound back to 5-year routes now. You can still make the application under your 276B, to be able to say lawful residence until 10 years now, so until person application send your own way to me amount indefinite. And I know you're separate from their make and end there. But of course, it is important to know send your home office for share your parents' roots and your partner roots it is vital say you send your almost is not yet to me this to Emma at least say time no so say but yeah indefinite leave to remain application na you who say na here say na me to me at the actual say now me leave etwa so sa into me 5 years on me 5-year route so. And I say me 10 years on my 10-year route so into me person me yes application for indefinite leave to remain. And no sir na all corner who name say who meet some requirements ni na wa some adjo but enter sir there na say almost sande will 2.5 year route so usually almost refuse so totally say we indefinite na almost beka say because we meet the requirements ninti some will stand there to 2.5 no so answer na time no aso into bibisa no na say ebia tiasia na say unimu no na wetumi ebisa obia onimu anasa obia wetumi a church mu na at least all your application na wenim say wedimu into answering into way na legal education topic I may say it's for the viewers ni na omotiasia na say omo ehwe no so
Yo, it's here for your better lawyer, Eunice. I say, I feel we do a video na to her. A Rainbow Radio. Yeah, live with DA Binenso. I think your Facebook live. Okay, lawyer Eunice. Our Rainbow Radio International with double L at the end. O pese won't yen so phone so I'll be me tuning and now I share Rainbow Radio and now say Rainbow Radio your application into no call app store now I share Rainbow Radio UK now what download now with me so Alexa a very very interesting machine Alexa me patrol Nenen kasa na kacha ni pese wuntie Rainbow Radio UK na anape hubetimi etie anape la Eunice ama education bebre efa parent route any partner route leading to indefinite leave to remain near uhia se woye answer won sa etimi aka sa asetena no indefinite leave to remain ewo komo ha yo ye better lawyer Eunice asena phone lines and a pay D my A 0208 1334646 0208 1334646 and also says 0208 133 1134 Sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo WhatsApp yɛn so a anaasɛ wo send yɛn normal text message a mepatwa yɛ 077 71950 989 0771950 Etie form I'm say 10 minutes pɛpɛɛpɛ past 10. Yɛde 20 minutes ɛbɛfa calls nti no mepatwa mentena hɔ na menkyɛn program ne bɛkɔ na wie na afei ansa woba abɛfrɛ woanhwɛ a wo nsa ɛntimi ɛnka lawyer Eunice ansa na me starte calls no ma memfa BWF Solicitors ho information ɛnto dwa. BWF Solicitors ɔmo wɔ 4th floor of the Anna House. 4th floor of the Hannah House.
214 to 218.
Yeah, I've got it here. Why okay. I was looking at something else. I think I had a message.
Okay.
So I just it just drew my attention. Okay, so 214 to 218 High Road, 7 Sisters, London N15 4NP. Me pacho your emergency contact numbers. We emergencies. Uncle Ben number for emergency is 077 127 61884. Okay. Say mefa Paula Wayna. Matwaso. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
It's saying me Abema.
Yeah, I'm all right.
We all right. Yeah.
I can understand the chief. I cannot reply you.
Oh, really? Okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
We thank God for that. Eunice, can you hear him?
Yes, I can.
Okay, then. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay. I am a student.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a child, which I understand I can switch to a parenthood. Currently, I'm on a 2.5. So my first question is, if I switch, my 2.5 as a student, is it going to count towards my 5 years old?
So currently, what route are you on? Is it the student route?
It's my baby mama's passport as a British enough to prove my son is a citizen, because obviously we haven't got a passport for my son yet.
Okay, so I was asking whether you are currently on the student route.
Yes, I'm currently on the student route.
Okay, so usually, because of course you are making a valid application, and I'm sure you'll be making the application before your leave expires. Once
So
you are making... Sorry, come again.
Yeah, the last question is, for my financial proof, my 6-month statement, which I have to add to my application, can I also use government sponsorship letter in my application as my financial source? That's all.
Okay, so I'll explain what the requirements are for the parent route. Are you living with the child's mother or you're living separately?
No, I'm not living with her.
Okay, so in regards to the parent route, the requirements are such that you have to be able to meet the relationship requirement, the immigration status requirement, the English language requirement, of course, the maintenance requirement and accommodation. So those are the main requirements that have to be met. So in terms of meeting the relationship requirement, you have to be able to show that you have parental responsibility for this child. So if it's the fact that maybe the child is only a baby, you have him, maybe you go and see him on the weekends and the rest of it. And so the GP appointments that his mom takes him to, maybe you go with her for the GP appointments to have the inoculations done for the baby And so the GP surgery has your details on their database as the child's father. Of course, you can collect a letter from the GP to show that you sometimes come to the inoculations with the mother, or that your name is on their database as the child's father or next of kin or emergency contact. So in terms of that, if you are saying that you want to be able to show that this child is British, by law, if the mother is settled or if the mother is British before she was giving birth to this child, then under Section 1 of our British Nationality Act, then the child is also automatically British. So then, of course, you will need to be able to show that the mother herself is British or settled here in the UK. And she will also need to provide a supporting letter to show that you indeed play an active role in the child's life. So that will need to be provided in addition to meeting the relationship requirements. And then in regards to your immigration status, because you have valid leave and you are not a visitor or you haven't been excluded from the UK, you can also say that you meet the immigration status requirement. And then for those that, of course, are applying under the parent route, it is not a financial threshold of 18,600 like the partner route. For those on the parent route, it is only a maintenance requirement. So they want you to show that you are working and that the money that you are earning, if you take out your rents and council tax, you will be left with something which is equivalent to the income support rate that they give to parents and dependents in the UK. So I know that during coronavirus time, and as we are still under restrictions, the income support rate has increased because not everybody is able to work or not everybody can meet their essential needs. And so if you are working, they want to make sure that the money that you are earning can meet that maintenance that they give to those who receive income support in the UK. So if you have one child and you are a sole parent, usually a sole parent who is receiving income support in the UK will be collecting something around £75 a week. And then a child who is a dependent of that parent will usually be collecting something around £68.60 a week. So they want to know if your income is equivalent to that every week. And of course, in terms of accommodation, if you're living separately from her, if you have one bedroom and that is all that you have, that could be seen as suitable accommodation because usually a one-bedroom property may have other rooms, which include a living room or another storage room or whatever it is. And so sometimes, if you look at our Housing Act, if you're a couple, a one-bedroom accommodation is suitable. If you have children and they're under the age of 10, and of course they are sharing one room, that is fine. But if they are above the age of 10 and they are not of the same sex, that would usually mean that they will each have to have their own room. So in your case, it might be that you have a one-bedroom accommodation with living room and the rest. So that will be seen as suitable accommodation. So in meeting those requirements, then of course you can make that switch from the student route to the parent's route as a parent. And if you were to continue on the parent's route and you wanted to add your leave from the parent's route to the student's route, then you'll be making a lawful application under 276B to say that you have had continuous lawful residence here in the UK rather than on the parent's route alone. Because usually, if, for instance, the leave that you've had as a student is more than 5 years, and then you are making an application under the parent route for 2.5, and you know that the second time you make your parent's route application, your 10 years will be up even before the second leave has ended. you can make the application for lawful residence. But if for one reason or the other, you prefer that you complete the 5-year route application, which is the parent route, then after your 5 years as a parent, you can still make a valid application for indefinite leave to remain. So I hope that helps in terms of your question.
Yeah, I'm quite sure he's not on the line.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you've given a lengthy explanation, and that should suffice. I've got a question here on the WhatsApp line. When I saw it, I wasn't sure. I thought it was for a pastor, because I'm seeing, please, in Appendix FM of Immigration Rules, Gen 1.1, Gen 3.1, Gen 3.2, Gen 3.3. I was reading it as Genesis. My bad. Okay, so Gen 1.1, Gen 3.1, Gen 3.2, Gen 3.3 are all these sections applicable to FLR into brackets FP, parent route, for first-time applicants using direct access to British child.
Okay, so in regards to our Appendix FM, every every law that is stated under our Gen 1.1, usually Gen 3.1 will have to do with the financial requirement. For instance, if you can't meet the financial requirement as a spouse, I don't know if this person is applying as a parent or a partner. So usually it depends. If the application is being made as a partner and they are thinking of making the application as somebody who is now entering into the UK, for instance, then of course you will have to be able to prove these things under our general rules under Appendix FM. So if you are making that application and you believe that as the first applicant who is making the application from outside the UK, these are applicable to you, then you will need to provide evidence to show. If, for instance, you are making the application from within the UK and you are saying that, well, I can't meet, let's say, the financial requirement, or, for instance, I don't think that I'll be able to provide evidence that because of my circumstances, it will be suitable for me to meet all of the eligibility requirements. And so currently, my wife and I, or my partner and I, we are under extreme pressure. We have maybe 2 or 3 children, and we cannot make this application meeting all of the requirements that you've stated. So we can't meet the financial requirement, and we can't meet the English language requirement, and we can't meet the current immigration status requirement. And therefore, we want you to be able to look at our application and also deem it to be exceptional, because unfortunately, our current circumstances are not the way we want it. And so we want you to look at it and deem it as duly harsh. If we were to be able to make this application, we will put forward our evidence to show what our current circumstances are. And then, of course, we will make sure that once our evidence has been provided, anything else needed will be provided as well. So in making such an application, I don't know who is asking, but it's important to always provide the evidence in regards to whichever application that you are making, and make your points heard. So if you're a lawyer and you are making this application, then you need to put forward your submissions in regards to your evidence, as well as anything else that you believe will help your client's case. Or if you're a client and you are making this application, then you should also be able to put forward your evidence and anything else that you believe that the caseworker who is looking at your case will be able to look favorably at it and then grant you leave to remain.
Okay. Another question here. Good morning, lawyer. Please, may I know if financial requirement is needed for settlement?
Okay, so like I was explaining during our education into my main switch in regards to your maintenance, and I say in regards to your financial requirement, whether you are making the application either as a parent and as a will make application, no, as a partner. For the partner route, no, there is no requirement say so Mrs. and financial requirements, because of course all your application, no, they are very specific as to what eligibility requirements are needed. And also, no, you don't need any proof of 18,600 na unyano. But in regards to parents, as a parent, no, you are just showing say income now unyano. You are able to meet that income support rate. And no crampono, you will have indefinite leave to remain with recourse to public funds. Into need that restriction or to say ABR want to me and recourse to public funds, and answer want to me NJ public funds, because you will have that recourse to public funds as part of your leave, and as part of your indefinite leave to remain. Instead, no, say if you are making an application and ABR we do and sheda endorse into Wusikano and sheda endorse because of the fact that you're part time and as a baby sano, then you can show that of course made to me as soon as income support rates, no, but say nakai 18,600 naka mean to me and ejuma to me as soon as but in regards to parent roots, not so to me trace our income support rates, no, for them to be able to know so where to me I'm maintaining. But of course, like I've said, there is no restriction in terms of taking benefits and I say receiving public funds once you have indefinite leave to remain.
Okay, and he said, me senior panacea income support rate, you know, say they are back on the parent back on the 150 a week. In Tina, she said, what's no, what will rent it till council tax? So to me about £600 left in your account.
For the month, yeah.
Yeah, for the month. Okay. Yo. Entino ansana ya befa call so no pesa wonfa me the numbers need to drabium 0208 1334646 0208 1331134 na me the BWF for say lo Eunice free her na ma wo friend no a won sabeka no wo so no office number no enu ne 0208 493 7340 0208 4937340. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
It's the same.
Bashoboko, Namonsoe.
Yes, we are on the palm. Patrola, Eunice.
Okay. The first question to Lawyer Eunice is if under the parent route now, the person doesn't qualify to public funds, but due to disagreement in Chino, in Nipana Nojina, a transfer applicant Medina, and the payment is coming to the applicant. In this case now, the time due for renewal, but she needs to explain the circumstances here, and you're not afraid, now transfer Medina, especially when it comes to child support.
Okay, and so usually
that is for the first question, yeah.
Sorry, Trasso.
Yeah, that is my first question, and so that I can ask the subsequent one.
Okay, so in regards to the parents route, either say, well, your application, no, as a parent who is meeting the requirements on the 5-year route, and I said, well, meet the requirements on the 10-year route, into say, oh, almost say, when your application on the 10-year route, and I wasn't able to meet English language requirement, I wasn't able to meet maintenance requirement. And also, I know there is no requirement say which say over to me meet English and answer over to me meet maintenance requirement because you're on the 10-year route instead you would definitely be granted indefinite leave to remain after your 10-year leave is over. But all your application, or let's say on the 5-year route, and then you are saying that you are able to meet English language requirement, you are able to meet the maintenance requirements, no? Then of course you should be able to show, say, you are still able to meet those requirements in terms of indefinite leave to remain application, no? So on the different routes, of course, if you're applying as somebody under the 10-year route, there isn't any requirement to show the English, and I say requirement to show maintenance or financial requirement. There isn't any of that. So yes, you will be able to make the application if you were saying that previously, no, you were not meant to have shown that maintenance, or you were not meant to have shown, say, income and I say, general enough under income support rates na general. So if that is the case and you're on the 10-year route, still now on Sabeka will indefinite, no. If you're on the 5-year route, that's when of course you will have that let's say requirements to meet the English, and then of course even without the life in the UK, you will still have to be able to show, say, because we are indefinite into work life in the UK test into will to me meet our requirements, no. But just what I say.
That's right. So would that question apply to being sure or renewing a 2.5? Say no one you're qualified to no recourse to public funds, but at the same time, no, it has been transferred to that applicant's name.
Into no recourse to public funds, no, is usually for conform that 2.5 and 30 months leave to remain. Into say if you are not entitled to it, now indefinite leave to remain application, no, definitely as part of your indefinite leave to remain, no, there is no restriction. Into they don't put on the no recourse to public funds. So when you're indefinite now, there is no restriction whatsoever. And they will have on there you are entitled to public funds, regardless of whether now or 10-year routes no so, and I said now or 5-year routes no so. So regardless of which route you are on, once you have indefinite leave to remain, no, you will be entitled to public funds.
Yeah, well, Eunice, for sure. My question, this second one relates to Obia or apply for indefinite, but or renew the 2.5.
Oh, okay.
Now, yeah, or what's our scenario?
Okay, into say or renew the 2.5. Now, of course, on to me, meets maintenance requirements, then definitely, you know, they will put them back on the 10-year route to show that, of course, ABA meant to me meeting maintenance requirements, no, and I say meant to me meeting English language requirements, in regards to my application way, no, because means to me meets some maintenance requirements, no. Still now, many akwala no ewo relationship into mobile me 2.5 now, and then I'm more family. And they will put you on the 10-year route to settlement. And say, no, I say, you currently don't have the means to look after this child basically based on your income. But say ABA here public funds. And see, because here public funds, Nancy, OJ secretary abayin ho, opesa omodewo to 10-year route no so. In order for them to remove that restriction, no, then you should be able to show, say, your current situation is such that untumi meet in kolano more essential needs, and I say untumi meet accommodation and essential needs. And see, if that is what you are telling them, then of course, almost the over to 10-year routes, but you should be able to show them the reason the NC and untumi meeting essential needs. No recourse to public funds, no, and so.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so yeah, that was it. Yo, I'm saying, you bet me after one call be akamu, ain't no so far, me found. 0208-133-4646 and I say 0208-133-1134. I answer na offer for never pass so no na me de BWF for contact information to dra. And you know, la Eunice free her office number no, as I said, and is 0208-4937-340. 0208-4937-340. Directions I do be call 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London N15 4NP, Enuniem. Seven Sisters Tube Station. Now we pay every exit 2. Seven Sisters Tube Station will be pay every exit 2. Buses are what the back on so 149 76 243 259 279 318 and 476. So we're driving so almost a parking available at Tesco for 90 minutes. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
It's the same.
I'm not here.
Yes, you're on your pa. You're lying in city.
But I'm enjoying the conversation. Now, Anka, the difference between settled status now, any saying that indefinite leave to remain. The difference, because mostly, because over EU settled status indefinite leave to remain. And I believe so more indefinite leave to remain on point. And my second question is to say, Mitina Chroma, overstayed or Chroma, and Sanam Benya, 5 years. In 5 years, settled status no buy. And Namicha, me apply for EU settled status, and I'm demand. Nti Nancy Anna Modi cardinal more issue no see be 2024. Nti my name a bit confused to me, but lawyer Eunice let me explain the why. Sure.
Okay.
That's in sure.
Mr. Medase, in regards to pre-settled status and indefinite leave to remain, no, I think say most people who have indefinite leave to remain, no, have it because of the fact that application under your immigration rules, either as a student, as a worker, as a parent, as a spouse, regardless of whichever route, we usually have indefinite leave to remain. The only people now permanent residence, no, which is under your EU umbrella, which is the Immigration EA Regulation 2016-2006. Said now we are EU ni, and now we are EU ebuseni. Now my permanent residence, which was confirming will right say ubetumi atna ekromha afebo. And since the EU settlement scheme was introduced in 2019, so we are EU settlement scheme Libya, and no say you are no longer under your EU umbrella na your friend Immigration EA Regulation 2016 and no de about your immigration rules na say. And now, aka say we are EU ni, and I say we are EU ebusi ni dia. You are no longer here in the UK as a matter of just saying say all right, so with me at na. But you are saying say, sister no, because UK for any EU for no, I pam say say almost protect the EU for no, say almost protect the EU ebusi for now almost UK hack into. Year be a friend of EU settlement scheme. So we EU settlement scheme na. Ma settled status na. Settled status nature say ma indefinite leave to remain. Into the same thing. It's not different. Into when you settled status and no say when you indefinite leave to remain. In conform pre-settled status no and na limited leave to remain. But so we settled status there and there and no say omo ama.
But almost anka ebe 2024, which is who I apply biom.
And say I biometric card no and omo trust to 2024. The reason they've done that they say from December 2024, no, they want to introduce an electronic system into. They want everybody to then know that their data, more fingerprints, and more photo now, they be more travel applications. No, they will want everything to go digital. And say around that time, they will make us aware of the fact that ABR. This is what they've introduced in saying Corfona Mukra or indefinite no, next almost biometrics no for. In say, of course, the reason why they have put that date there is because of the new electronic, should I say, introductions to putting people's data on computers and things like that. That is the reason why I am up to 2024 no. And I think the second question, no, you were saying in terms of will leave, no, obahano, now we need krata, but you want to make an application for naturalization. Pachanyesa.
Yes.
And so because now we need krata, no, of course, later now we in krata. And in regards to your good character requirements, no, say if you are making an application, na ABR. Because of the fact that now I buy overstayer and I said now Uber from her Uber illegally. I don't know, they see it as not good character. I don't know, sir, because you came to the country illegally and I said Uber overstayer or from her insi. They will say from the time Uber known to Home Office for no. Then of course they will start to count 10 years. Into 10 years from that time, no, it will be the time I say, will application for naturalization. Into another sano, then of course you can count 10 years from that time.
Into me, young fan is example. The Amomami 2015, 2015 into 2025, no, and me young fan is December 2015. I mean, me starting my first paper and sana.
How you say? Was it through our area and I say?
Yeah, through our area. Me worry Eunice.
Okay, and because at the time of your marriage, no, now omo say it is a matter of rights in ABR because worry Eunice or asitna because now of course EU in Branoma who can say. So worry will be our EU near automatically no because what by the Pacron family member Nancy or right say audit na a crona or woman be. In say of course say ABR 2014 and I said 2013 now worry now. Of course that automatically gave you the right to reside here in the UK. And no, I know you can count from the time I'm they worry, you know, to say na over asitna into almost share from that time no air no 10 years na with me your application.
Okay, me that I'm sure.
Yo, yes, yeah, that's it. Line 2, me patrol me be sawa why. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sister.
Me you need I'm called to buy 2 months instead of some baba. No more proof for man. Up to now, I'm see one more cat. And then we said we need to at the same.
Okay, it's a why EU settlement scheme and as a EU family permits Nibia. Then of course, so we application now usually it's supposed to take about 12 weeks. Unfortunately, no, from the time Nipakono koye and the biometrics and answer from the time Nipakono eco-born and sano no. I've realized that because of coronavirus Nancy, almost shower home. So Nipakono koye biometrics let's say 2 months ago. Now I've almost send the email say department and I say for no afei na omo consider application no nti because afei na omo consider application nti chi say ye ma omo embre kakra ansa na omo betumi a make a decision but as soon as omo be making decision no omo be notify him and sometimes when I see these emails like 2 months later or 2.5 months later, I'm thinking to myself, wow. And so of course they will tell you that because of coronavirus, they are not able to keep to their standard time for processing applications. It's normal for now. Unfortunately, you can't really do much about it. Yeah.
Me ban wo fio na me wa ha na me ye se me papa no mo fisi na court. Na court proof ye no ho asem na me say.
Oh, into almost refuse here now we appeal.
Me appeal. And I'm a court. And I'm a court. I know I so for man be 2 months. Na me say ho hwe.
Okay. Into because of their money into home office for no. Usually it take time answer na omo akache say ebia wo ba no onfa ne passport ne nko Accra Visa Center honom. And so what happens is that usually they will have to send that email forward for them to take their passport to the Accra Visa Center. So omo anfa mba na so we chase omo say still now try omo na omo implement decision na judge na demand because ebia omo anye further appeal. So omo ye further appeal dia and of course na wait to me a copy ni be. But say omo anye further appeal na of course kase judge no edema akwala nti that so try omo then they will have to respond by email to say abia akwala no onfa ne passport no enko sa center visa center honom na omo mfa mano nti you will have to chase them up and then obviously follow up on and also so passports no so kodrom no sema it will take another few months and sana on the passports no so assign back.
Your mom.
Okay.
In terms of obey train kakra. Right. Aye. Yo. Yeah, that's super great. Yeah. Line 1, obey last call. I make sure be sawasem.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Pacho, me person be lawyer. I'll tell the one about media no AMN na Accra. It's my application, but almost to about 6 months time. During the application, I'm catch them there because of COVID. I wouldn't have to do the biometric, but me normal selfie. Na me fambra. Me ye the koi. Me can to about 6 months time. No almost not sure me say my application, but almost train me biometric source and kokoye. Into your mama me option say me kokoye biometric. And I'm kokoye. But 6 months no so up as to send them sitting. So I'm person who say no chance to make me HAC up. And now normal COVID delays me 6 months no. As I shall see him from the time I'm kokoye biometric now. Biometric no kokoye just last month.
Okay, so if for instance during the time your application or upload the documents no come out more and answer all the documents no come out more at that time now mo can say for ourselves in a bra, then of course the 6 months would have counted from that time because now say almost consider all documents and answer evidence now all the come out more. So almost samba back to say almost new biometrics into koye na sisi de wakoya. You can still chase them up and say wakoye biometrics na still na unti omonka a pass 6 months time period. Into wo pese unim DNCA omu delay and asa omu to me make a decision on what application. I can definitely say most of the applications that were done last year did not take 6 months because I think now because they were working from home now that's was our flexible working hours a lot of the applications were taking longer than 6 months taking almost 1 year and sana answer leave to remain. It's definitely you can make complaints or you can chase it up to find out the NCR still now to me and make a decision.
Okay, but that's it, lawyer.
Yes, yeah, that's it, very. Yeah. Legal hour with BWF Solicitors. 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 21A High Road, 7 Sisters, London N15 4NP. Omona Mesa, Omu Free How Betimi Afro Omo so A 0208 493 7340. Lawyer Eunice Free Hana Pisa Mufreno emergency contact number A 07535 813910. And now Lawyer Richard and so A 07960201500. Lawyer Eunice, remember what my closing remarks na yedi jumedi na abewie.
Yeah, sure, Auntie Irene. And see, saying you did kind with your discussion and say, of course, unim say, upese will indefinitely to remain application, either based on 10 years asono, and I say based on 5-year route now also not there. Then of course you should be able to show them say, why they say we live no. At was so for 5 years, and I said at was so for that 10-year period. Wait to me, I hear English. Wait to me, I hear life in the UK, and of course, that's so any akolano ewo inkita home, and I said that's so ne wo yere and I ukno ewo inkita home. And see, if you are able to show that you meet all of those requirements, then of course you can go on and make the application. If of course, now we meet certain requirements, no, and I'm with 10-year routes, no, so those same requirements do not have to be met, but definitely, English, any life in the UK, dear, any relationship, dear, say to me a year, no, answer na, bit to me, I'm indefinite. So when to me, me say English, and I said life in the UK now, and they just say, those 2.5-year routes, no, so answer na. With me in your indefinite if you are able to complete English, and I say if you are able to complete life in the UK. The only exemptions apply to form under 18, and I say above the age of 65 or 65 and over. And say of course say share will leave, and now of course we say when you're sure whether you'll be able to apply for indefinite no so time no so na and also sano wabeje a home boy so all fall into this category, and now crampo say will issue no any immigration issue, will issue no efa a be a family issue, and I say color or person home, or it is to do with social issue in terms of housing and I say benefits. If you have any issues in regards to those areas, no, and now Crampo say, was the bill litigation matter, ube to me, abe of course, what the your numbers no atuja, your London, and upe say, now of course, upe say, one be juma, and I say, upe say, yesha case ni mumawa, and the ube to me afraid. Usually, no Saturdays, no we are not opened, but it's open special appointments. I be one of your lawyers there, and they will to me afraid not able to for a special appointment on Saturday. Into the same number 0208-493-7340, and also over to me a booking na at least say to me make it any of the weekdays na who here pass as over. Na we book for the Saturday appointments no so. In see nyame enka mo ho me hope say that send na yetumi e share biom.
Yo, it's here for your better mwase. Aha na yedi dwumedi ni besi. Nyame ya adomwa next week. Same time, 9 a.m. Share BWF Solicitors. Na omone wundi onkrata ehun ensem. Yeda mo nyina se. Nyame enhwa mo. Nyina yo. Anyway, bye-bye. Eunice, Yami Shao.
Very sure also.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yɛyɛ fɛm a yɛwɔ London. Yɛagye abasobɔdeɛ bebree na yɛaredare ɛwɔ mmaransɛm mu. Ɛyɛ legal services bi te sɛ family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wɔ BWF deɛ, yɛn solicitors ɛde anigyeɛ ɛna twitwa gye woɔ na yɛboɔ nso nyɛ den koraa. Yɛn partner panin paa, Bernardo Wusu ayɛ lawyer ɛwɔ UK man mu bɛburu mfie 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura wɔn ho. Nti sɛ ba na ebusuansɛm bi te sɛ child care, ɛyɛ abofra hwɛ mu, awaregya yɛ ho twema mentwe, ɛne ɔhyɛ anaa injunction a yɛde to domestic violence so a, yɛmma wo legal assistance a ɛdi mu na yie adwuma nso. Yɛn child care ɛne family team no nim nea wofa mu ɛwɔ nea ɛyɛ wɔ bere yi mu. Ɛno nti na yɛto yɛn bo ase ma wafoto a ɛsɛ fata ɛwɔ kokoa mu. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agyina to mu na ɔsan so yɛ member na kyerɛ sɛ ɛba no sɛ yɛgyina w'akyi ɛretwitwa agyew ɛwɔ family ɛne matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw koraa. Wopɛ advice ɛwɔ immigration nsɛnsɛm ho. Wɔ BWF Solicitors deɛ, yɛn immigration team no aredare ɛwɔ general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho ntotoyɛ, any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ member na wasan gyina tom ɛwɔ Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Nti sɛ yɛtae w'akyi a, wonni haw koraa. Yɛbie yɛn office free dwada ekosi fiada, anɔpa nɔnkron pɛ mu ekosi enumere nonsia, ɛyɛ 9:30 AM kosi 6 PM. Ɛna memeneda nso ɛyɛ appointment nkoa, free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia nɔnan, ɛyɛ 10 AM kosi 4 PM. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wonnante firi 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwan tiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernardo Wusu san yɛ barrister yɛagyina to mu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wɔ advise local authorities, official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie. Na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.